Today, I'm telling you how I'm teaching my son to be a real man. Okay, dale, tírate. Woo! Ahora papi. Ahora papi. Ahora papi. Boom! Cześć ludzie! What's up people? Hola Vigo's dad here. Welcome to another episode. As you can see, beautiful skyline of London right here. Today we're talking about a topic that is quite personal to me. It's about teaching Vigo how to be a man, how to be a real man. You see, dads and boys have this special connection in the sense that we share gender. We share a set of behaviors that come natural to being a man. And on this episode, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about it and share with you what has been my experience so far. So, come along. Do you guys want to know a little secret? I always thought that my first child was going to be a girl. For some reason, I always imagined that it was gonna be a little girl, it's gonna call me daddy, papi, papi, and you know, it was gonna be help her do her hair and stuff like that. And thankfully, I did not attach deep feelings into that idea, because when we found out that Vigo was gonna be, of course, a boy, you know, I was, okay, cool. I guess I was wrong. And of course, now I cannot even imagine anyone else being my first kid other than Vigo Bastian. But you know, this is a completely normal thing. We all have preferences. I guess some people really don't care whether they have a girl or a boy, but a lot of people do. A lot of people have their ideas. Oh, I want a little boy first, I want a little girl, and it's completely normal. Some people like winter, some people like summer. So that's why I'm commenting, because at the end of the day, I want to remove a little bit of the stigma behind, you know, oh, I had a preference or not. The most important thing is that you have a healthy child and that you love them and care for them, and it doesn't matter the gender, that you give them the same unconditional love no matter what. So after we received the news that we were gonna have a boy, you know, I started thinking, so what would it entail to have a boy? You know, what type of things? I mean, yeah, we're gonna get to do all the cool things that father and sons get to do, you know, play sports and to get our hands dirty, digging worms out of the dirt in the backyard, or we're gonna get to see so many cool live sporting events. But here's the thing, the catch is that I don't like to do any of those things. And I truly believe that if I like to do those things, I could do them with a girl too. So what things could I teach my son to help him become a man, a real man? Well, the first thing I want to teach my son is about masculinity. And what is masculinity exactly? Masculinity are a set of attributes, behaviors, and roles associated with boys and men. And what are those attributes? Let's check Wikipedia. According to Wikipedia, in Western society, these attributes include strength, courage, independence, assertiveness. Wait, I just described my mom. Men have long been associated with strength, both mentally and physically, with dominance, with being risk takers. Do I want those things for my son? Maybe, in some shape or form, but those are not essential traits of a masculine man. Not in my book, and not in 2020. When I think of manliness, I think of empathy, I think of compassion, I think of confidence, but not confidence in the sense of I am the best and no one can match me. I'm talking about the type of confidence that you must have to act different, to question the status quo, to break away from the herd mentality, especially when the herd is toxic. I want him to know that sports are as much entertainment as spending one night playing Uno is. And just because guys love sports and they love watching sports, that is not a pattern that he should try to mold himself into. Because the guy that stays at home on a Saturday night enjoying a great book is as much of a man as the lad that is at the stadium supporting his favorite team. Can I just stop here and shoot in front of his beautiful houses? Why not? they are accepting of their own mistakes and faults. It's okay to earn. Actually, it's recommended in life to make some mistakes so you can learn. What is not okay is not to admit to your own mistakes and to always find someone else to blame. Now let's talk about control. One thing is to be in control. Something completely different is to be controlling. I want to do my best to teach him that being in control is about getting a grip of your emotions, of your behaviors. Things like anger, like frustration. Those are normal things to experience, especially for guys who, with our higher levels of testosterone, there is a higher proclivity to violent behavior. But here's where this control comes into play. So let's paint this scenario. You're at the movies with your partner, and there's a group of guys that's in front of you, and they're being kind of rude to you guys, and you have two options. A, you can show them who's in charge. You can get in there and have a fist fight and teach them how to respect you, right? Which will probably end in you getting hurt. In best case scenario that you win the fight, your hand is gonna hurt the next day for sure. Possibly, have an evening ruined, you're gonna miss out on a great movie, might even go to jail for public disruption. And then there's option B. You acknowledge the fact that you don't need that drama in your life, you turn around and you avoid that. You go on, enjoy your movie, have a great evening, and be the better man. I know which one I want to teach my son to choose. A real man doesn't need to control people's lives. He doesn't need to tell people what to do and how to behave. He doesn't need to exude any power to show who's boss. As a matter of fact, it's quite the opposite. A person who's in control is a person who doesn't need to hold on tight to someone. He's able to open the doors and to say, there's freedom. That's a person that is in control of his own self. Finally, I want to teach him about respect. Respect to the elderly, to animals, to people in need, to children. Respect to himself. Respect is not earned, respect is given. And if the other person is worth anything, they'll give it back. If not, that's their issue and you have the exit door right there. Because you can always leave, but it's the way you left that will always be remembered. Boom, guys! That's the end of the episode. Thank you very much. It means the world to me to be a dad, but we live in a world where it's, overpopulated. So if you decide to bring a little one into this world, I think it's our duty to do the best job we can. There is a problem with toxic masculinity, and to me, ¿Quieres tofu? He wants some tofu. To me, as the father of a little boy, it's my mission to make him the best man that he can be. Tofu. Give us a thumbs up if you like this video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and share this with a dad that you think is doing a great job also. Bye bye. See you next week. Digo, di adios.
Adios.
Bailecito, el bailecito.